Today, we're talking about something I think we can all relate to: the weight of words. We're going to dive into that gap between our good intentions and the actual impact our words have, because sometimes they carry a weight we never, ever meant for them to. Oh man, I'm sure you've been there. I know I have. You say something, maybe you think it's harmless, and then you see the look on the other person's face, and it's not what you expected. All of a sudden, you're backtracking, saying, wait, that's not what I meant. It's such a common and honestly super frustrating feeling, right? So let's break this down. On one side, you've got our intentions. This is all about us, right? It's what we were trying to do. But on the other side, you've got the impact, and that's not about us at all. That's the weight the other person is left holding. Our intentions might explain our side of the story, but the impact is what they actually have to carry around. That's the key difference. Okay, so let's talk about the digital world, because this is where that little gap between intention and impact can turn into a massive canyon. It's what I call the digital complication, where speed just completely overtakes context. Just think about it for a second. Everything online is designed to be fast. A click, a like, a share. It's instant. But context, things like your tone of voice, a smile, the look in your eyes, knowing someone's history, that stuff is slow. It takes time to build, and online, we lose all of that. So in this race between speed and context, guess which one wins almost every single time? Yeah, it's speed. And that's exactly how it happens. You drop a quick comment, you hit the laugh emoji, you repost something without much thought. It takes you, 2 seconds? But for the person reading it, something you meant so lightly can land like a ton of bricks. It can cause real, genuine hurt. And this leads to a really, really important idea. See, just having good intentions isn't enough. That's not wisdom. Wisdom is when we shift our thinking. It's when we stop just asking, well, what did I mean? And start asking a much better question. How is this actually going to land? It's a total game changer. This isn't some new idea. It's actually ancient wisdom. Take this verse from Ephesians 4:29. It says, "Our words should be good for building others up, that they should minister grace unto the hearers." Did you catch that? The focus isn't on the speaker at all. The entire point is the impact on the person who is hearing it. So, okay, we're human. We're gonna mess this up. It's inevitable. Our words are gonna land heavy sometimes, even when we didn't mean them to. The real question is, what do you do then? The goal isn't to get defensive and prove you were right. It's to repair the connection. And thankfully, there's a really simple 3-step framework that can help. It's as simple as this: acknowledge it, own it, and adjust it. That's it. 3 steps. Let's walk through what each of those actually looks like. Okay, step 1, acknowledge. This is huge, and it's where most of us go wrong. Before you explain yourself, before you defend your intentions, you just stop and you say something like, okay, I see how that landed on you. You're not admitting you were wrong yet. You're not even saying you agree. You're just validating their experience. You're saying, I hear you. Next up, you have to own it. And this is tough because it requires humility. This is where you ditch that terrible non-apology. You know the one, I'm sorry if you were offended. No, owning it sounds like this. Even though that wasn't my intention, I take full responsibility for the words I chose and the hurt they caused. It's about owning the impact, not just the intent. And last, but maybe most importantly, you adjust. An apology without a change in behavior is, well, it's just words. This is the proof in the pudding. It's where you say, here's what I learned from this, and here's what I'm going to do differently next time. That's what makes the whole thing real. You know, this whole framework, acknowledge, own, adjust. It's really just a practical way to live out that wisdom from Proverbs. A soft answer turneth away wrath. It's a strategy. It's how you de-escalate a fight and show the other person that the relationship is way more important to you than winning the argument. And let's get one thing straight. When we say soft, we do not mean weak. Not at all. A soft answer isn't a pushover answer. It means governed. It means you're in control of your emotions, your words, your ego. Honestly, it takes a ton of strength to do that, to choose repair over being right. Okay, so we've got the theory down. Let's make this super practical. How does this actually look in the real world, especially online? Let's run through a few scenarios I bet we've all seen or maybe even been a part of. All right, scenario 1. You're scrolling. You see a meme that you think is hilarious, and you hit repost. A little while later, you get a text from a friend, and they are hurt. What's the first thing you want to do? Probably get defensive, right? Dude, it was just a joke. Lighten up. But what if you didn't? What if you actually tried to acknowledge and own the impact instead? Or how about this one? We've all seen it. There's a heated post, and you jump in with a comment because you want to sound bold, you want to make your point. But instead of clarifying things, it just pours gasoline on the fire. And now you're stuck in this nasty comment thread, fighting with people you don't even know. The impact just spirals completely out of your control. Now this last one, it's a little more subtle, but it's so important. We all have our own insider language, right? Whether it's from work, a hobby, or maybe church. We use these words and phrases that make total sense to us, but to someone who's new, it can make them feel like an outsider, like they're small or don't belong. Our intention is to be in community, but the impact is accidentally creating a wall, and the worst part is we might not even notice we're doing it. Okay, so we've talked about the problem. We've talked about a framework for repair. Now the rest of this is about you. Let's switch from learning to doing. It's your turn to take some action. So I want to give you a few things to think about, to maybe even journal on. First, when was the last time your heart was in the right place, but your words just came out all wrong? And be honest with yourself on this next one. What's something you're willing to say online that you'd probably never say to someone's face? Think about your words. Do they usually minister grace? Or are they more about just letting off steam? And really picture this. What would a true, no excuses apology from you actually sound like? Finally, what's one small adjustment you could make before you hit post? Thinking about this stuff is great, but taking action is where the real change happens. So I want to challenge you. Forget trying to fix everything at once. Just look at those questions and pick one thing. What is the one adjustment you are willing to commit to this week? Seriously, just pick one. Don't overthink it. Maybe your one thing is just taking a 2-second pause before you hit send, or maybe it's reading your comment back and imagining how a specific friend might feel reading it. Whatever it is, I want you to write it down. Put it somewhere you can see it, and then actually go practice it. Because closing that gap between our intention and our impact, well, that's not something you learn overnight. It's a skill you build one conversation, one comment at a time.